It has been a really rough mental health day, but I want to show you my outfit because the outfit is holding me together. This always happens when I start filming. They get really needy. Okay. Stuff Your e-reader day just happened over the weekend. I decided that I needed to put more books into my kobo, and I have enough on my Kindle. So I did not get any for my Kindle, and there was, I think, a lot more. Can you just lay down? So there were a lot less books for kobo, I believe, than Kindle, because I feel like everything is just so Kindle friendly. Everyone loves Kindle. No one knows about kobos or nooks. No one cares about them because there's not as many book options on them. But I absolutely love my kobo. Like, look at this. It's color and resting screen, and it tells you the percentage that it's sleeping and how long you have left to read. I love this. And then I also got a stylus so I can highlight, and it marks colors. You can doodle. Like, annotation is just going to be so much more fun and take e-reading to the next level with this. As I digress, I admit, there is not a lot of options on kobo to read. So I was really excited to see that there were kobo books on Stuff Your e-reader day. And I want to tell you, what did I get? Well, I got a few. I was a lot pickier this time around. I feel like every Stuff Your e-reader event, I start to get a little bit more picky. I get so many fantasy romance books on my Kindle, and I have yet to read any of them, which is really frustrating. That's my problem. That's my fault. Anyways, I decided to do a variety of genres for the kobo. During the Stuff Your e-reader event, both dogs are right here. So during the Stuff Your e-reader event, there is options and categories. You can go by vibes of the book, you can go by genres, you can go by BIPOC authors, you can go by neurodiverse authors, and I just think that's really cool. Okay, so I got 2 cozy mysteries, and they are Candy Corruption and Sweet Saboteur. This is, you guessed it, because I already said, a cozy mystery novel. So the first one is about like a power-hungry mayor. Death happens at the cafe that this girl owns, and now she has to find out who did it because she is owner of the cafe. That's like bad press. In the next book, it looks like her friends are framed for a murder, and she's trying to help clear their name. At least that's kind of the gist of what I got from reading the little synopsis. And then I got a little novella. It's called His Coffee Shop Crush. I'm interested to see how this is. The cover's interesting. It's not my favorite cover. I like more discreet covers. Main character, his name is Jack. He's an author. He is leaving the busy life of Manhattan behind and going to a small town in Connecticut. So he can focus on writing his 4th book or some book. He's passed on the deadline. He is behind. So he's starting to work at a coffee shop, and then his barista is serving more than good coffee. He's serving looks. He's interested, and I think they start to have a I know they have a romance. I think it has a secret hidden identity or something. Anyways, this is a male romance. I'm really excited to read it. It's short, so I'm excited to see how this goes. The next book I got is a fantasy romance. I believe a fantasy romance. It's called The Devil Inside. The cover looks like it could be a thriller, honestly. And the summary starts off that way. There's a private investigator. Her name is Kayla, and she is assigned to investigate this Greek typhoon's son. Son is a playboy, and then all of a sudden death is following her all along this process. So should she not be investigating him? I don't know. It sounds like it could be pretty good. This one I am also excited for. It's called A Curse in Darkness, fantasy romance for sure, okay? For sure on this one. So the fate of this girl's family and magic as a whole are in her hands. Like, the fate is in her hands. It sounds like there's some trials and this Hellhound's alpha is stalking her, and unfortunately she needs his help. Now I'm gonna read this last sentence here because I think that this might relay the information better than what I can do. But fortune is fickle, and in a world full of monsters, falling in love can be hazardous to your health and heart. That sounds like a good enemies to lovers trope happening just in that synopsis, so I'm here. I am traveling to England and Scotland within the next month, and I had to look for like a historical romance novel because I feel like that just kind of embodies that time period. It being in England and Scotland, whenever I think of them, I think of historical romance. So I got A Scot Mess. This guy's sons, illegitimate sons, need to produce an heir. So there's this guy, Finn. He's super excited. He's ready to go to his girlfriend Fiona. They're gonna get married and produce an heir, but turns out she's actually talking to his twin brother. And the girl who he actually ends up talking to is her twin sister. So we got a little twin swap moment here. A Scot Mess. And I'm just really excited to see how this turns out. I'm kind of here for that messy trope. There's also a content warning when I looked at the summary of this. Look, get this. I'm gonna read it to you. Warning, this comedy of errors is not for uptight prudes. There's plenty of naughty scenes, more than a few anachronistic jokes, don't know what that means, and an embarrassing number of mistaken identity gags. Only pick up this book if you have a sense of humor, please. I think I have one, so we'll see. Next book, we have Graveyard Shift. We have this main female character. She is a reaper, and she's a really crappy one, and she likes to be crappy to stick it to the man, which is like the real Grim Reaper. She'd much rather be hanging out with her bestie, an archangel, but then a random promotion falls into her lap, and within this promotion she learned something that could unravel eternity. Next book is Prince of Beasts. This is a monster romance. So this queen has sworn to protect her people at all costs. Her parents have pretty much like set her up for success until this alien race comes down to conquer her realm, and she agrees to marry their prince. She has sworn to hate him because obviously she has no real other choice than to marry him to make peace, like a treaty. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyways, she is determined to hate him, and then she finds out that he is really just wanting to be a really doting husband. Like, he is actually really nice, and it sounds like she has conflicting feelings about this. I am here for it. So next we have Blood Queen. Layla is the Blood Queen. Death gave her the throne, and that's how she's gonna keep it. And then her kingdom is plagued with murder, and she swore to marry this stranger that is gonna help, not have her people be murdered anymore. And before she gets married, the night before, the eve of her betrothal, she decides to hook up with a stranger. And then the next day, turns out this could be potentially detrimental that she hooked up with a stranger. I'm guessing, just a wild guess here, that the stranger is the prince that she agreed to marry. Just my guess. All right, that is a quick rundown of all the books that I got on my Kobo from Stuff Your E-Reader Day. Have you guys read any of these? Tell me your thoughts on Kobo, because I'm thinking about bringing it on my trip. However, there's just not as many books than Kindle, which sucks because I want to finish Zodiac Academy. I want to finish the Plated Prisoner series, and I feel like this 10-hour flight is going to be ideal to finish those series. But Zodiac Academy is not on the Kobo. Plated Prisoner is not on the Kobo. Okay, anyways, that's my gripe. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!